How is everyone doing? Welcome back to Lucero Gaming. And today we're going to talk about signals, okay? So you can see that we have double red. And let me just pause everything real quick and give out a disclaimer here. This video is not any instructional besides for gameplay and entertainment purposes, okay? So this has nothing to do with the Union Pacific Railroad. It has nothing to do with real life railroading. This strictly is for gameplay and instruction on King Creek with Train Sim World 2. Okay, I do have 5 years, almost 5 years of experience as a freight conductor, so I do know a little bit about signals, and I'm also pulling some information off of the website off the Union Pacific. Okay, so I just need to get that out there. This is strictly for gameplay and entertainment purpose on Train Sim World games. Okay. Now, you don't need to pay attention to the bottom screen, the conductor and all that stuff, but basically here the train is coming um, straight towards us, okay? That's going to be on the main. So what we are seeing here is what we call double red, or red over red, okay? Now, red over red, or double red, means stop. Now, according to Rule 9.2.15 on the Union Pacific Railroad signal rules, and I will leave that link down below so you can check it out. This signal means stop. So stop before any part of train or engine passes the signal. So that's even as we go forward, or if you were reversing your train and going backwards, that signal governs no matter what, you cannot pass this, okay? And he's moving pretty fast, huh? So if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss out on the next one. And I will be coming out with CSX on Sandpatch Grade because CSX has different rules and different light um, than the UP. So remember, so don't forget to subscribe. So as we can see right now, we have green over red, and that's under Rule 9.2.1, and it means clear. You're clear to proceed, and you can go forward now. Okay. Okay, so here's another sign that you might need to know if you're playing this. Okay, and it's a down arrow, and it's yellow. Okay. Now this, the down arrow in color means permanent speed restriction sign. Okay, so past this sign, not exceeding the speed indicated. All right. So the top number is for passenger, and the bottom number is for freight. Okay. So if you're ever running on this line and you see this speed limit sign, um, top is passenger, bottom is freight. Under Rule 5.5. Okay. Now if we come to this side, and you can see that we have two signals um, right here. All right. So we got this one on this side, and you can see it has double red, and obviously we know that means don't pass. But this signal governs this track. Okay. And if you jump over back to this side, this track, which I'm going to call the main line, this signal governs this track. Okay. And then we are on the siding, and so that signal is governing us. All right. All right. So the next signal that you might see here on Cane Creek is we call Dwarf signals. Okay. And obviously Dwarf means tiny. And no offense to anyone, but that's what we call them. And now Dwarf, if you still go under rule um, that 9.2.15, um, again, it's a stop. So it means the same thing, but this signal is not governing this, but it's governing this track. Okay, so this is pretty much saying no way, Jose, you can't pass this to get onto the main line. Okay. Okay. So flashing yellow over red is under 9.2.4. Okay, and it means advance approach. And proceed, prepare to stop at second signal. Freight trains exceeding 40 miles an hour must immediately reduce to 40 mph. Passenger trains may proceed but must be prepared to pass this next signal not exceeding 40 miles per hour. When signal governs approach, okay, we don't need to worry about that part, but just that top part where you know you need to freight trains exceeding 40 miles an hour must immediately reduce to under 40. Okay. Now, obviously, the game's not going to make you do that, but if you want to, you can. But this basically means that next signal can be a solid red. It can mean a stop signal. Okay. It can mean a diverging signal, or whatever the case may be. And eventually, once you play these maps long enough, you'll understand the terrain and the layout and the subdivisions and all of that stuff with that. So that does not mean stop, but that does mean be prepared to stop at next signal. Okay. All right. So the other sign that you might see here on the King Creek is these, and this is pretty much your miles. So this is your mile marker. So 531 miles on this line. And you can see as we are approaching this last signal, it's a solid yellow over red. So let me just stop it right up here. Okay. And solid yellow over red means approach diverging. Okay. And proceed prepared to advance on diverging route at next signal at prescribed speed through the turnout. Again, remember the turnout is a switch, and so there at that switch point is where we have to stop. I mean, not stop, sorry. That switch point is a diverging point, so we need to stay under the 30. And there should be one more signal that I want to show you all. So just remember, um, anything red, stop. If it's solid yellow over red, you're diverging to new track. And if it's flashing yellow over red, be prepared to stop at the next signal. Okay. And again, in the top right hand corner, we are showing a red signal. So that next one, that last one should be red. So you can see that these are single lights. So it's just one light. There's not, top over bottom. Okay. So this means stop. Still with just one, it means stop. If it was yellow and if it was flashing, it means be prepared to stop at the next signal. And if it was green, it means clear. Okay. So it applies. It's just not doubled. Alright, under 6.31, this is a permanent resume speed sign. So once the entire train has passed this sign, resume the indicated speed or authorize maximum track speed if no speed is indicated. Again, top passenger, bottom freight, and that means that once your train completely passes this sign, you are good to go up to the prescribed speed limit. Versus the yellow one means that you are restricting them at that point. Well, that would complete this little video about signals. So if this helped you, please give it a thumbs up as it will also help out the channel grow. We are on the road to get to 500 subscribers, so if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and clicking that bell for notifications on other videos. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.